Welcome to Mind Over Murder! The rules are simple. Each scoring area contains a variety of floating rings. The color of the ring denotes the type of object you need to throw it through in order to score a point. Vehicles go through blue, people through green, and the head of our very own Professor Genki through the pink ones. Score a point on every hoop within the time limit, and you win. Good luck! It's Murder Time, Fun Time! Welcome to Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder! Brought to you in part by everybody's favorite alien overlord, Sinyak.
That's right, folks. The Maven of Mascot Mayhem has teamed up with the Conqueror of Countless Galaxies to create an all-new Genki experience.
As folks at home know, by exploiting weaknesses in Zinyak's meticulously crafted simulation, our contestant has gained the power of telekinesis. But they will have to master the power of the mind to complete the challenges ahead of them today.
I can now see why the Professor was so eager to join forces with Zinyak. This should make for an interesting addition to the Genki family of games.
Right you are, Bobby. So let's meet our contestant, the winner of Genki Bowl 7, and our favorite contestant, the President of the United States.
Or whatever bits are still floating around in space, right, Zach?
Too soon, Bobby. Too soon. Let's get to the action. So, Bobby, how do you think the addition of superpowers is going to affect the game?
A submachine gun is a fine weapon, but nothing compares to the unlocked potential of the human animal. Super speed, super jump, and moving things around with the power of your mind. I'm expecting high action and lots of flailing bodies.
Makes you wish you had superpowers, doesn't it, Bobby?
I'm just happy not to be stuck in a vat full of foul-smelling nutrient milk, reliving my worst fears for all of eternity.
You and me both, Bobby. You and me both.
Lesson in manners.
Can you imagine Genki and Zinyak flying across the galaxy together, conquering worlds and abducting the biggest badasses each planet has to offer, and pitting them against each other in a superpowered fight to the death?
Bobby, are you feeling all right?
Or they could team up against an army of mascots, flaming mascots, armed with rocket launchers and RPGs.
Jeez, that's a fine dream, Bobby, but as you know, the world's biggest badass was locked away years ago.
True, but we're not allowed to talk about that.
No, we're not, Bobby. Welcome to Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder! Brought to you in part by everybody's favorite alien overlord, Zinyak.
That's right, folks. The Maven of Mascot Mayhem has teamed up with the Conqueror of Countless Galaxies to create an all-new Genki experience.
As folks at home know, by exploiting weaknesses in Zinyak's meticulously crafted simulation, our contestant has gained the power of telekinesis. But they will have to master the power of the mind to complete the challenges ahead of them today.
I can now see why the Professor was so eager to join forces with Zinyak. This should make for an interesting addition to the Genki family of games.
Right you are, Bobby. So let's meet our contestant, the winner of Genki Bowl 7, and our favorite contestant, the President of the United States.
Or whatever bits are still floating around in space, right, Zach?
Too soon, Bobby. Too soon. Let's get to the action. So, Bobby, how do you think the addition of superpowers is going to affect the game?
A submachine gun is a fine weapon, but nothing compares to the unlocked potential of the human animal. Super speed, super jump, and moving things around with the power of your mind. I'm expecting high action and lots of flailing bodies.
Makes you wish you had superpowers, doesn't it, Bobby?
I'm just happy not to be stuck in a vat full of foul-smelling nutrient milk, reliving my worst fears for all of eternity.
You and me both, Bobby. You and me both.
Can you imagine Genki and Zinyak flying across the galaxy together, conquering worlds and abducting the biggest badasses each planet has to offer, and pitting them against each other in a superpowered fight to the death?
Bobby, are you feeling all right?
Or they could team up against an army of mascots, flaming mascots, armed with rocket launchers and RPGs.
Jeez, that's a fine dream, Bobby, but as you know, the world's biggest badass was locked away years ago.
True, but we're not allowed to talk about that.
No, we're not, Bobby. And that's it for our first match.
Excellent job by our contestant.
Seat. How does that get us to Matt Miller?
Are you really sure about this? I mean, I know he can help, but it's Matt Miller.
Earth's gone, Kinsey. We take what we can get. So how does this work?
Well, I give Sid the proper cipher to connect to Matt's personal simulation, and he opens the gateway.
Let's go save the hacker.
Am I ever gonna have enough?
I was shocked when the boss picked you to be the vice president, but you ended up working out.
That's only vaguely insulting.
Look, you sound just like Julius Little. Putting a guy who betrayed you in the number 2 slot seems like a great way to get killed.
I'm nothing like Julius.
Kinsey, we're ready.
I'm sending Sid the jailbreak.
Any last advice?
When you're inside Matt's virtual oubliette, there's a decent chance that I'll be focusing on interfacing with the intrusion countermeasures, so pay attention to the console commands.
Any last advice I'll understand?
Don't get killed.
Gotcha. Matt Miller, self-proclaimed hacker god, went on the cyber terrorism for the Syndicate back in Steelport. Now he's Archer's right-hand man in MI6. I just hope we can trust him like she does. You know, Kinsey, rescues go better when you have a fucking gun.
Well, you don't have superpowers either.
I asked for a gun and you give me a typing lesson?
It's a command prompt. Just give me a second.
Tanks, of course.
Damn it! The camera's screwed up. We'll just have to deal with it.
What a surprise. Kinsey, fix this!
I'm trying, but I'm not used to the code they're using. Give me a second. As simple as 3D?
Take the space out!
Oops, sorry. Finger slipped. There should be 3 data towers controlling the security to Matt's prison.
Just take it out, right?
Well, I wouldn't want you to go outside your comfort zone.
I must say, I am amused at this attempt to save a man who tried to kill you once.
3 times, actually.
All the same, what is it you hope to accomplish? Mr. Miller is beyond your help.
Don't worry about that. Worry about yourself.
Very well. Your futile attempts do entertain me, after all.
Nothing but the rights. Or do you have a better plan?
Destroying the tower should destroy the tanks with it.
Miss Kensington is rather astute for a human.
Yeah, well, big towers controlling security on a linear path. Not very creative for your superior intelligence.
Touché.
That's 2. 1 more to go.
Been meaning to thank you, Kinsey.
For what?
Sure, you almost led me into certain death by throwing me unarmed into a virtual hellhole, but you really came through in the end.
Dad, are you still mad about that? I said I was sorry.
I said you came through.
don't think it should be that easy, Virgil.
We've made the tower invulnerable. Hang on, I'll find a workaround.
Give me a hand.
Wait, let me try something.
Makes a lot more sense now.
Yet again, I am impressed by Miss Kensington. Though this attempt is as futile as the life of most humans.
Oh, look, an alien with a superiority complex. Surprising.
Though this sentiment comes from more than just the Zin, my dear. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. To the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying
Sorry I tuned out after you started boring the shit out of me.
it's a quote from Macbeth.
Still boring.
Coming up on Matt's prison.
What kind of security does Matt's prison have?
Chances are it's not a standard behind bars sort of prison. You'll just have to wing it.
Well, nothing the two of us can't handle, right?
Oh, and since I can't see what's going on in there, doubt I'll be able to help you either.
Fuck me.
Yet again, I am impressed by Miss Kensington. Though this attempt is as futile as the life of most humans.
Oh, look, an alien with a superiority complex. Surprising.
Though this sentiment comes from more than just the Zin, my dear. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. To the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying
Sorry I tuned out after you started boring the shit out of me.
it's a quote from Macbeth.
Stupid.
Coming up on Matt's prison.
What kind of security does Matt's prison have?
Chances are it's not a standard behind bars sort of prison. He'll just have to wing it.
Well, nothing the two of us can't handle, right?
Oh, and since I can't see what's going on in there, doubt I'll be able to help you either.
Fuck me. This can't be good.
Before you, I place a choice. Walk through the blue door and continue to face yet more failures at saving those closest to you. Your race will live on borrowed time and will, through your violent arrogance, wind up extinct. Walk through the red door, however, and I will release the humans whom I have collected. I will give them amnesty and even a ship from my fleet to do with as they see fit. However, in choosing this door, you will willingly submit yourself to execution. This is the moment where you can prove to be the savior of humanity, or its absolute destroyer.
Is this some kind of joke?
This is your life as it led you to this point. All your past violence, crimes, and losses on display to remind you of one simple fact. Regardless of what I have done to your world, you were its greatest threat. The evidence is irrefutable. How many have died because you decided that driving on the sidewalk is faster than the road? Because you used a rocket in place of a bullet? Because you wouldn't submit to my rule? In the end, you only hurt those you are trying to protect. In the end, there is only one truth. The human race would be much safer without you in it.
Pictures this time. Wait, is that Matt?
Trapped in technology he doesn't understand, in a cyber world he can't control.
I'll get you out, Matt.
Without Miss Kensington, very doubtful.
It's not a whole lot to behold.
This is but a glimpse of what I have conquered. Yes. I'm quite proud of this one.
This is what, exactly?
Terror, as personified by your literary culture.
What, a dead pirate with a black parrot?
It's a raven.
Why does a pirate have a raven? Is this the island that pirate came from?
Must you continue to display your plebeian intelligence?
I thought we were bonding.
I tire of this. Deal with her on your own. Ta-ta.
That doesn't sound good. Well, hello. Time to get out of this hellhole, mate.
Don't like the idea of us sitting around. Shouldn't we be picking up Matt? The kid could be in trouble.
Keith, you gotta relax. The guy's an MI6 agent, for God's sake. He can take care of himself.
You needed help getting out, and you're the commander-in-chief.
That's a really good point. Why didn't we think of this earlier?
Oh, I did. I'm just not a big fan of Matt.
Kinsey!
Come on! Can't I get some payback? Got a little lost, big deal.
Oh, he got a little dead. Who knows?
Oh, he's fine. He's probably having the time of his life exploring Zinyak's ship. You're really making a big deal out of nothing. This is a great opportunity for him to build character.
Kinsey, this is not the time for a teachable moment. If we don't help Matt, he will die.
Fine, take this.
You're beautiful.
Thanks.
I was talking to the robot.
It's power armor.
Same thing.
Not really. A robot is an automaton, whereas power...
Don't ruin this, Keith. This thing takes some getting used to, huh?
Are you breaking my power armor?
Kind of.
If you do damage the power armor, you can find repair kits in some of the storage crates.
Got us on that show. What can I do?
I didn't have time to get them working, so
Oh, fuck me.
I found you power armor. The guns are just missing stuff.
Can you get this thing through the door?
Oh my god, this is the real world. I can't just waggle my fingers and, oh look, Kinsey, you weave worlds like a goddess with a brush.
I'm guessing that's enough. I found the bigger door, now what?
Brute force works.
Come on, you alien bastards!
You take care of what's there, and I'll make sure they don't alert the others.
Help me now. Listen, these one of these. This is so much cooler than Marine One. Next time, orders. Are those pods full of people?
Maybe, but I don't think the Vin abduct humans exclusively.
I was rescued? Oh, you wouldn't believe what they have. But I didn't realize they had robots.
I knew it was a robot. Kinsey's been on my case about it being our mom.
So, not a robot?
What kind of firepower does that mech have?
Loads of missing stuff.
Typical. Give me a moment to find the parts. Me do mine! Get to me and I'll set you up. This will be much different than any other weapon you're used to.
I think I know how to use a gun, Max.
More than just a gun.
Right on. Where are you?
I'm close. I'm also lying, but I'll be there as soon as I can.
Incoming! Big bets. Close to me, man. Don't know how much longer I can hold out, Kinsey.
We're gonna die here! I know it!
Tell me, Kinsey, where are you? something?
I did what I could. I can't really fix it right now.
Of course you can't. That'd be too easy.
I'm here. Get to me.
All right, here, let's move.
They're on our tail. Get to the turrets.
We need to man the turrets. Matt!
Please, if your aim was any worse, you'd be shooting yourself.
Instead of your man crush on Keith David.
That is Mr. Keith David to you.
I want this thing die! Whoa, where did that thing go?
I'm not sure.
Look at us, killing everything in sight. Is this what being a sociopath feels like?
Hey, remember that big ship you were asking about? I'm gonna get us to a safe spot. Hang on. Okay, I think we lost it. I'm in front of a passageway. I'll need a minute to open the door. Okay, get ready. Shoot the panel on the left.
Shit! What's he doing, Kinsey?
I mean, the right, the right.
Kinsey!
Sorry, I'm facing the other way.
I don't want to sound needy or anything, but I just blew up a capital ship. You think someone could at least give me a high five?
We need to take a look at this.
A plane? Why would Zinyak want to build one of those? We're in deep space.
It has to be another prison.
Whose idea of hell is being trapped on an aeroplane?
Me, Shondi, and... Oh my god. Johnny's alive.
Boss, Johnny's dead.
Who else would be stuck in a plane?
Shondi? It was a life-defining moment for her. It's the only thing that makes sense.
You're wrong.
I think she's making a lot of sense.
She's wrong. Find out where this is. We're getting my best friend back.
So, what exactly is Enter the Dominatrix?
Oh man, are we really taking that up?
It was really weird.
It was amazing.
Worst idea we've ever had.
Really?
Script made no sense, like, at all. Saints Row 4 was way more elegant.
Pierce seemed to like it.
Of course he liked it. It started off with him as mayor of Steelport.
Wait. If Pierce was mayor, that means Mayor Reynolds and you were...
Like I said, worst idea we've ever had.
My administration was tough, but fair. I'd like to think the boss based their presidential performance on me.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Of course, originally they just booked me for a guest appearance, but I just chewed up the scenery so much they had to keep me. Of course, I did have to insist on several changes.
Such as?
Well, for instance, in ETD, that's short for Enter the Dominatrix, the Zin arrived with much fanfare, assaulting the city of Steelport. But, you know, I don't want to spoil it for you. See the mission, and you'll get what I wanted to change.
The Zin are surrounding us. We need to do something.
We're heading out. Boss, grab a gun.
That's the plan, Shawnee.
The Zin just came out of nowhere. It's insane.
I warned you people for years.
I'm heading to the roof.
Kinsey and I will meet you out front.
Yes! To battle!
Time to stomp some.
You're going down. Zinyak! Nailed it!
We got your back, boss!
Where's Josh?
Who cares? Focus on the Zin!
People of Earth, surrender to the Zin Empire and you will be spared. Firstly,
The Zin have already taken over everything. Look at the buildings.
They certainly know how to launch an invasion. Give them that.
I warned you.
Kinsey, you really gotta let this go.
Not until you apologize for not listening to me.
Fine. Kinsey, I'm sorry. We sometimes don't listen to your crackpot conspiracy theories. There, we good?
I don't think you mean that. But yes.
your attempts to defend your home are noble. I assure you they will bear no last chance to surrender.
Eyes on the sky, we got UFOs.
Awesome! Night Blade owns the night!
Sorry, late. I missed the target. I mean, I took out some back.
Just to be clear, Josh is the boss's friend.
Oh, shit. Why's the ground quaking?
Oh, I love this part.
What the hell is that thing?
Oh no, here it comes. It's going to destroy the city.
We have to do something.
Stay back! I will handle this.
Josh, no!
He's so brave. You are truly a hero, Josh Burke. No! No!
Earn this. Earn this.
We will never forget your sacrifice.
I never got to tell him how I feel.
That's how I remember it anyway.
That was so cool.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have the budget to get it into the game. I forget. Why are we in the Gatmobile?
We have to get to the mayor's office.
Oh, right. Mayor Washington.
Oh man, here I come. I love this part.
Pierce found Zinyak. We'll head to the mayor now.
Pierce is mayor now because Bert died in SR3, right?
Yep.
But you and Mayor Reynolds were together then, right?
Right, with Viola DeWinter.
So if Bert died in the explosion, then how did you survive?
You're overthinking it, Kinsey.
Just take my ride. I'll show you.
Man the gun, I'll take the wheel.
We need to take out these tanks.
Zinniak's location anyway?
Easy. I hacked the Zen network and found out where their base was.
What? Pierce is a hacker now? Soon Shandi will be hacking.
Actually, I was hacking stuff back in Saints Row 2.
Why am I even here?
More tanks on the way. Get those tanks off me!
Zinyak.
Oh, here we go. Yes, this part.
This was meant to be my shining moment. I mean, will you look at that health bar? Just insulting! Ah! And now they want to draw it out with these ridiculous button prompts! Yes, look at you with your enormous weapon. Ooh! They really do belabor this, don't they? Okay, that's it. I've seen enough. I'm out of here.